Well, hello, everybody. John Hunt here from MarketingPlanGuide.com, welcoming you to another edition of our live Monday Marketing Plan Q&A programs. We do this every Monday except for major holidays. And I wanted to speak quickly into the purpose of this session so we can get to the business at hand, which is answering your questions. The purpose of this session is just to allow you to ask any questions relating to creating your marketing plan, and we're pretty broad with that definition. So you can submit just about anything, and if I can't answer it, I will find the right person to do it and get some answers for you. Our first pre-submitted question is one that's a little more general, but it is, what are the components of a business plan, and is there a template to follow? So, Mike, you can just stand by while I do this quick one, because I get this question a lot, actually. People
I might be able to learn something here then, John.
Well, good. That's awesome. Basically, a lot of times people will use those terms interchangeably. I've got to put a marketing plan together for my business, or I've got to put a business plan together, and really, what are the differences? And there are actually quite a few differences involved. And the main thing is, typically a marketing plan is a subset of a business plan. A business plan covers much more material. So let's just go in and talk a few moments about kind of what a business plan includes that's maybe not included in a marketing plan. And there are things like this. A business plan will include like a mission or a vision statement, kind of the big picture view of where the company is going. Quite often, and you know, a business plan is used quite often to get funding for an organization. So when you give this business plan to outside investors or a bank or whoever is going to infuse you with the cash, they're going to want to know a lot about the inner workings of the company. So another thing you're going to have in there are the profiles of the top management team, the main players, you know, their resume, how have they worked together in the past. So a business plan would include that. You don't typically see that in a marketing plan. Now, this is something that isn't a marketing plan in a little bit different form, but is kind of what is unique about what you do and how you do it. Typically, businesses are formed because they have a uniqueness that's maybe not being serviced in the marketplace. So in a business plan, you'd go in depth in this part of it to just cover really how unique and different you are. Now, in the marketing plan, when we get to that piece, we also want to take some of that uniqueness and use that as one of your leverage points in your marketing efforts, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. A description of your product and service line. Again, a business plan typically can be many pages and has a lot of background information. Again, if someone's doing their due diligence on you, they're going to want to know a lot about what you do. So you're going to have a description of your product and service line. Details on your legal structure. Are you a corporation? Are you an LLC? Are you a sole proprietorship? But having the legal structure laid out in your business plan is important because that affects your financial and your tax reporting as well. And then some operations and accounting structure. How does business happen? How do you account? Are you on a cash or accrual basis? And I'm not going to get into a lot of the financial definitions there, but there's a lot of information that needs to be put into a business plan that's not necessarily in a marketing plan. Now, a business plan also includes a complete marketing plan, and that's typically what I like to focus on in the things that we teach through MarketingPlanGuide.com is that marketing plan portion of a business plan. Now, the question is, can you have a marketing plan without a business plan? Well, of course you can, because a marketing plan is that document that you use ongoing every day, year in and year out. And but in a business plan, you're going to want to know exactly those things. I mean, a marketing plan is essential for your business. Now, the marketing plan outline that I use, that I teach, is basically a 6-section marketing plan. And this would be my template that I use. In fact, you can get a free template on MarketingPlanGuide.com. Download one there, but that'll show you everything you need to include in your plan. Now, you know, different people's outlines may have different names for things, but this is typically what you're going to find in a marketing plan is these 6 sections. The situation analysis, which assesses your marketplace as a whole and how you're different in your marketing, your marketing and what you do. And when you come up with a unique selling proposition, you probably heard that term, a USP. That is driven by the research that you do in the situation analysis or the market assessment. The second section is target audience, where you really define who it is that is your target audience and who has a specific need for your product or service. Target audience, we come up in this section with an ideal customer profile. So that's one thing that we look at in this section. The goals section, what do you want to accomplish as a result of your marketing plan, and how are you going to benchmark that, either throughout the year or at the end of the year, so you can go back and say, yes, we did, or no, we didn't accomplish what we set out to do. The fourth section of the marketing plan is strategies. This is the big picture. These are the tools that we're going to use, and we talked a little bit about trade show stuff. Trade shows are a strategic marketing tool, just like newspapers, radio, internet, the whole bit. It is a strategy, and there is a reason for using a strategy, and that gets flushed out when you do the first three sections of the marketing plan. Is your target audience connected into that strategy piece? Tactics. This is the day-to-day, week-to-week, what do you need to do this week in order to achieve your goals? And your strategies will dictate your tactics in some ways, but tactics are really how are you going to execute what you're doing. And of course, budget is the reconciling of the whole thing. And in a business plan, a budget will be part of a larger set of financial documents. So that's my marketing plan outline. The business plan also does include quite a few more financial kinds of statements. For example, how much capital do you need? Quite often you're going to request capital from investors or whoever, and you're going to need how much do you need? A pro forma cash flow budget. This shows how your cash is going in and out over the year. You're going to need to do 3-year income expense projections. A balance sheet shows what you own and what you're borrowing on. Break-even analysis is just how long is it going to take before you make money. Then again, some other things about maybe the credit history on the principal players in the company, and other documents like maybe your corporation documents, so you tell them when you were incorporated if that's part of it. And then another piece that you see in a business plan quite often is references, which is maybe people saying, hey, this guy worked for me in the past in a similar industry, that kind of thing, where you're taking and you're getting some outside references from people to help support the case that you're doing. So anyway, that's kind of the financial piece of the business plan. And again, a marketing plan is a subset of a business plan. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today. This is Marketing Plan Q&A Live. We do this every Monday, 3 to 3:30 Central Time, except for holidays. So if there's a holiday, for example, like the 4th of July, we wouldn't be doing it on the 5th, which would be a Monday this year. So our next session would be, of course, the following Monday. But we do this as a service to our customers and friends. We do it also as a way to keep in touch with the market and get a conversation going, so we know what's on your mind and what we can do to help develop things to make your marketing a better effort. So, folks, thank you so much for attending today, and we'll see you on a future program on a Monday coming up soon.